Hey, what's good YouTube? Welcome to another video, and before you clicked away and skipped to some part far away from here, I wanted to let you know that I created a new Discord and if you want to join, feel free. But what I'm trying to do is just create a non-toxic 2K community, which is a rare sight to see, but I would be glad if I actually made that. And I feel like Discord is like the best place to do it because it's easily manageable, and of course it's still work in progress. It definitely will be like that for at least a couple of weeks until I figure everything out there. But well, if you join early, I'll definitely take an input from every single one of you, and I'll adjust from the very beginning. And well, let's just make this Discord server great together. And yeah, if you're new, please subscribe to the channel, and now we can get on to an actual video of what I wanted to talk about. So as you can see, my account is, it just looks like this at the moment. You can see what kind of resources I have and stuff like that. But I wanted to talk about a couple of things here. So first of all, when you're getting ready for a new season, there's still a couple of days left. My biggest advice, what I would just advise to you right now, is sell everything that you can and that you're not planning on using. Especially if you have any players from this season, from season 4, go ahead and sell them because they are gonna lose value. There's still, when this video comes out, I think there's still gonna be at least one more day until the season ends, and people are clutching out Kawhi right now, so they just want to do the objectives, and that's why some of the players are still holding their value. But after the season ends, they are gonna lose that value that they're getting from from all those agendas and sweet XP from them. So after they're over, they're just losing value and sitting in your collection for no reason at all. Especially if you're not grinding for what's his name, Damian Lillard. If you're not trying to collect 2,000 or even 4,000 cards for Jason Tatum, there's definitely no reason for you to hold those cards. So just go ahead and sell everything, every player that you can, and that way you'll be able to get as much MT as possible. When the new season starts, you can even buy back those players, and now with the special packs, super packs in the game, well, it's just, they're just losing a lot of their value. And yeah, so what I really wanted to say, yeah, by the way, my lineup looks like this. As you can see, I sold everything, like every single player in my lineup is from rewards, and they're basically untradeable, and well, I just cannot sell them. I had a great season. All this season, I really liked it. I really enjoyed it. I'm probably might even make a separate video about what I feel about it, and well, what's my point of view about it, about all the rewards that we got and everything like that. But well, to sum it up, I really enjoyed it, and I'm glad that 2K gave us so many good players. And speaking of rewards, there's 4, I think it's, well, 5 basically main like things that you can where you can grind some kind of rewards. And let's just start from the very beginning. It's season agendas, and this is the biggest grind, of course, the longest grind, and it is possible to get him like for everyone at this point, unless you just started the game, like when you're watching this video, you just started, you played like 5 games and you have no MT or anything whatsoever in your account. Well, yeah, in that case, it might be, you might run into an issue trying to get well, all of that XP. But at the end of the day, if you have like at least 200,000 MT, you're golden. You can do it. Like, even if you just started and you are willing to put time into the game, it's definitely possible to get that MT and to get this Kawhi. There's 2 basically, well, not Kawhi, it's definitely, of course, it's not gonna be Kawhi next season, but you get what I mean, that level 40 reward. And basically there's 2 ways of going about getting that level 40. There's one way where you're trying to do it first, and you just want to try to do it as soon as possible, and it's super grindy that that way, and it can be very expensive, and you might even like hate your life and lose your soul and lose any will of playing this game, because it's just super grindy. Like if you're trying to get him first, and it's super expensive. But if you are not trying to get that player first, there's loads and loads and loads of XP at the end of the season, and just for doing some easy objectives, you get a lot of XP and get that level 40 reward easier. That's why a lot of people are doing it now, because there's just so much to do. And if you would compare, let's say something from very first few weeks. I don't even know where to check. I think it should be at the very bottom. Well, let's say amethyst cards, and you get 100 and 500 for each of their objectives. And if you go to the later ones, you get 250 and 1250. And it's, well, the same thing goes with spotlight. Well, let's say spotlights. Atlantic spotlight, I think it was the first one. And once you complete it, you get a player, and it gives you 150 and 500. And then you have to do exactly same thing after a couple of weeks, but it now gives 150 and a 750. So you see, those rewards for the same amount of work, they just increase at the end of the season. And I think that's a smarter way to do it, and you can save plenty and plenty of MT to do that. So if you are planning on getting level 40 reward, my best advice is just to sell now as much as you can, so you have that MT, that starting MT to, well, just to go ahead and do that later in the season. And I think I might even just release a separate video about the best possible way to, well, the easiest, I guess, way to get that level 40 reward. But I don't want to make this whole video just about it. But yeah, you can definitely stack everything up and save MT and time. But yeah, if you want to prepare for it, all you need is MT, and you need to know that you'll have some time. Like, no matter how you do it, it's still gonna be grind. It's still gonna be take quite a lot of time, but it's definitely possible. Okay, moving on. Limited. For limited, there's really not much to do to prepare for it, because, well, you will never know what kind of limited conditions are gonna be in game, so it's really hard to prepare for them. But most of the times you just need a ruby lineup, and you just need to find like 5 best rubies in the game, and you can win games with them. And well, you probably already know how it goes, but I really like limited. Sadly, the player reward at the end is, well, by the time you get him, he's outdated, so it doesn't matter that much. And for all if you check all the prizes, probably the best one, I think, like every single season, the best reward for limited was Hall of Fame badge. And I did take Russell Westbrook this week, well, this season, and I did get him. I'm not too happy about it, because he's not making my lineup even right now. I think I would rather play Baron Davis instead of Russell Westbrook, because, well, his jump shot is just, no, it just doesn't work. Well, anyway, yeah, so for limited, again, it's cheap to get a squad for it, and you just grind it out during the weekend. You can get those rings, like sometimes I get those rings in like 5 minutes, just because somebody quits first minute, and you get that ring on a first game, and, well, you get lucky like that. But also, grinding limited is fun and rewarding, because you get a lot of packs from it. There was a week where you could get a Hall of Fame badge from it. There was a week where you can get like pretty much every single pack released during the season. There's a week where you can get diamond contracts, diamond consumables, all sorts of stuff. So even when you get your ring, sometimes it's really rewarding to play past that and get those nice rewards after every single win. So yeah, limited, I think limited is best suited for people who don't really have that much time, but you need to give that small amount of time during the weekend, because, well, it only happens on weekend. But yeah, if you don't have much time and you just want to grind for something, limited is probably the best place to be. Moving on is unlimited. Unlimited is the grindiest mode of them all. Well, not the grindiest, sweatiest mode of them all, that's for sure. And the reward is definitely the sweatiest. And it's not always super rewarding. It will really very much depend on what we get as a reward, because season 4 was super nice with this Kevin McHale. I really like him. I didn't get to use him that much because, well, after I was done with the mode, I just didn't really play online that much, and I think I already had Kawhi, so there was nothing to really grind for. But I did play with him for a few games, and I mean, he is a really decent card. He's definitely, I think he's like top 3 from the centers, from all the centers in the game right now, up there with AD and Hakeem Olajuwon. But I think they are better. But I think it's only fair that people who buy buyable players, they get better player than there's the one from reward. I think it's fair, and it's fair from 2K's perspective. So I'm fine with that. But yeah, just the fact that he can compare with both of them, it's really nice. And season 3 reward was Iggy, and by the time everyone got Iggy, he was outdated and he didn't really matter that much. So it really depends on what we get for a reward. So we'll see what we get, and well, we'll just see what 2K has to offer for us this weekend. Also, I understand that some people are just struggle to get those 12 wins to get him, or 12-0 runs to get him, and it's completely fine. Everyone, I've been there, everyone else been there before, especially if you're newer to the game and getting matched up against sweats. It gets tough. Like, it gets tough, it gets on your nerves, and you just don't want to play the game anymore after that. So that definitely happens. I made a few videos on how to improve your game, and I'm planning on making a lot of videos on how to improve your game from all sorts of perspectives. So, well, just subscribe, check it out, and yeah, subscribe so you don't miss them, I guess. Anyway, moving on. There's 2 more modes, and one of them is Triple Threat Online. I really like it. The rewards from it are usually pretty good. The players that we get are usually pretty good, and Jack Marin is absolutely insane. If you don't have him yet, just go and get him. Like, just grind. You still have well, at least a day. I think they're gonna change the reward, well, the rewards that we're getting, but I definitely recommend getting him before this expires, and it's quite easy to get. I made a video about it as well. Well, what should you do once you actually got him on the board, and getting him on the board is the toughest part, and some people really do get unlucky there, but most of players have him, and he's super good. Might even be better than Dishinger, might not, I don't know. I don't have the Dentist, no, I still don't have him. But yeah, so I like these rewards as well, and this is another mode where you don't really, well, it just doesn't take much of your time, and you can play like any amount of games. If you have like half an hour or 1 hour, you just get in, play a few quick games, and get loads of MT and tokens. This is like, again, this is the best place to grind MT and tokens if you are struggling to get some. So this is the place to be. This is where you want to play, given that you're able to win at least, like, if you're reaching the top board every single time, this is definitely a place for you to be, and you'll be getting plenty and plenty of XP. I'm sorry, plenty and plenty of tokens and MT in here. And the last mode is Triple Threat Offline. So Triple Threat Offline also gives quite a few decent rewards. This Terry Dishinger is a myth right now in the whole community. Everyone knows how much and how long it takes to grind for him. And of course, there's people who got lucky and got him on the 1st or 3rd try, and well, it's nice to be you. I wish I could be you. I didn't get him. I got a few Byron Becks, I got a few Wayne Embreys before in the last season, and both of them are super good cards. Terry Dishinger was super good, well, is an amazing card as well. So it's definitely worth the grind, and this is the place for me to grind all the season agendas. This is where I do it. I know there's people who do it in domination, playing on easy games, but I just do it here because, well, two birds, one stone, you know. So yeah, these are the 5 main modes, and what you really need to do before the season starts to get ready. The main thing for you to do is, well, take into consideration how much time you have to play, and it's really I think like grinding for levels, it's really nice. You'll get plenty of stuff anyway. Like even if you don't reach level 40, you can easily get to at least level 30, 33 maybe. This Kemba is definitely easily reachable even if you don't really grind for levels. If you're just playing the game and trying new players, you will reach somewhere around this mark, somewhere around 40-50k of XP. It's super easily doable, and of course these later rewards are pretty juiced, and Hall of Fame badge, super nice player. Well, of course it depends on the player, but every single player so far has been an amazing addition. And yeah, so anyway, you just need to really take into account how much time you have. Like if you're playing triple threat offline, the game takes around 5 minutes to play, and you just want to play a lot of games and try to grind for that card. And if you don't have a lot of time, both triple threats, to be honest, are probably the best place to be, because you just grind for what's there, and it's not dragging you in so much, and there's nothing to be grinding that long. I guess you know what I mean. And then moving to unlimited is just, well, it really depends on how good of a player you are. If you're not that good, if you're winning, like, let's say 50-60% of your games, and in that case it will take longer. Those later levels, Diamond League and Pink Diamond League, they will just take longer for you to, well, basically get lucky and get easy matchups, and to get through. I definitely think it's worth it. Like unlimited is, for me, it's probably the best and the most fun game mode to play, and I really like it, really enjoy it. But of course it really depends on, well, every single one of you, on what you like. And yeah, every game can take up to an hour, and if you wanna, like, even if you win every single game, you need to play, what is it, 60, I think it's 67, yeah, it's 67 games to get the final reward. And 67 games times 0.5, it's 30 hours, 30 something hours. So if you start losing, it will definitely take longer than that. So yeah, just really take into consideration what you want, and how much time you have, and which players you actually like the most and want the most, and just go for them. Try to get as much, like, when you're playing one game, just try to get as much done in that game as possible, and you'll be golden, and you'll be just fine. Well, for now, if you enjoyed the content, please click the like button, please subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to get to those 500 subscribers, well, hopefully by the end of this month, the start of the next season. Would be super amazing, and I really appreciate the support from you guys lately. You are amazing. Again, the Discord that I mentioned before, go ahead, the link is in the description below, so go ahead and join, and will help me build that community right there. But for now, thanks everyone for watching, and I'm out. Peace.